That's what I was going to say. So I have the honor and privilege today. Basically, something that was enlightened. I was enlightened with. It's proper English. I don't know, but it seems like if people are wanting the best quality water and the best quality out of water, I feel like this is a major stepping stone in the right direction. So I'm going to let my guest introduce herself and what she's about.
Hey, thanks again for having me. My name's Andrea Dorio. I live in Westchester, New York. Um, and I guess you could say I'm a hydration specialist. I was like trying to figure out what I would call myself, but yeah, I've just
I
been
like that title.
learning.
It's a good title. That fits.
Yeah. I mean, I've just been learning about, I've, a year ago, I learned about this water ionizer. And it just really fascinated me. I was like, how does no one know about this? Sorry, my cat's here. You want to say that? um, but yeah, it's just crazy to me that so many people are dehydrated and unaware of like the quality of water we're drinking. So I don't know, the more I learned, my intention is to really spread the knowledge and help others because it could help so many people, you know?
Now, how
Uh,
long have you been involved with this?
so I actually started learning about it while I was home, working from home in quarantine. And I saw my friend, an old high school friend, she lives in Australia now, and I saw her posting about this like water ionizer. And I was trying to research it on my own for maybe a few months, but I didn't really know like what I was researching. So finally just asked her what it was about. She sent me some videos, some information, and I don't know, I really was just so fascinated from it. I was always like big into like staying hydrated, thought I was buying the right type of water. So once I learned about this and really learned about the truth about bottled and tap and reverse osmosis water, I don't know. I needed to get it and experience it and learn more about it. So I had it I got it last June. Um, so
Oh, so
yeah,
like we literally just passed a year of you having this now.
yes, it's been a
And
year.
would you say like definitely you see yourself you feel different and you see a different quality of life with this water for now the last year compared to years past?
Yeah, for sure. So when you first start drinking it, I mean, can get into like the properties and the science of the water, but when you first start drinking it, your body kind of goes through a detox. Obviously, everyone's biology is different. Everyone has different, and depending if
You
they've
know,
experienced.
everybody is different. I'm firmly a big believer in
Yeah.
it as well. That not every product is always going to work for everybody, and not everything always works for everyone. So
Exactly. So exactly. And with this, you can't make any claims. But again, when I get into like the science of it, it really just brings your body to like that equilibrium, and it gets your body into a place to heal itself. The water doesn't heal you. It gets your body's like, you know, this amazing tool, and it just gets your body into that natural state to heal itself. Um, so yeah, I experienced a detox. I would say about 10 days. I kind of wish I journaled about it more. But, you know, nothing too crazy like light headache, fatigue, um, and yeah, like I started realizing how dehydrated I was, which was crazy because I was so adamant and aware to drink water. But it's interesting because you know when you like chug a lot of water and then you kind of hear it like sloshing around in your stomach,
yeah,
it's because it's not absorbing into your cells. It's just kind of going through you. It's not absorbing into your body.
mm,
So when I started drinking this, and then I really noticed it when I went back to work. I got like this water bottle. I thought it was big enough. You know, I'm gone for maybe like 10, 12 hours a day. And my body, like by lunchtime, I like drink the whole water bottle. I'm like, oh my God, like I need more water. My body was just craving it. And yeah, it's just crazy. I didn't realize how dehydrated I was, even though I was so aware to drink like the water.
So
Um,
what is it about this water in a particular that it does for your body that other water that even bottled water won't do?
so there are different properties, but so let's just like backtrack to like water in its natural state in like in the earth. Like free flowing, like rivers, they're free flowing, they're abundant in like antioxidants and minerals that like our bodies need. So what we're left drinking is bottled water, tap water, or like filtered tap water, or like reverse osmosis water. So those are all, so like what I know now is water that's free flowing in the earth is called living water. So it's active. So I don't know if you've seen any of my stories, like when the water comes out of the machine, it kind of looks like there's bubbles in it.
Yeah,
And that means it's like living water. It's like the molecular hydrogen is active because it's like restructuring the water. So so now when we're getting bottled water, so now they're bottling the water, it's being transported, it's in the bottle for, what, even up to 2 years, I heard sometimes, which is insane. And it's dead water. So we're drinking dead water. The molecules are bigger, and they're not able to absorb.
yeah,
And
actually visible because my coworker who actually introduced us had brought in some of her water, and you literally see in the bottle itself, you see the molecules, like you can actually see everything working.
right, yeah, and yeah, so it's like living water. And then not to mention like tap water and bottled water are also acidic, and diseases thrive in an acidic environment. But I feel like I'm kind of jumping all over the map
That's okay.
here.
That's okay. That's what
But
for. We can always come back and touch base on things.
yeah. And then tap water, like we don't really know what the government's putting in our tap water. There's a website, it's ewg.org. And if you put in your zip code, so I put in my zip code here, there was 19 contaminants in the water, in my tap water. And what is it all says? Causes cancer. And then, so there's 19 contaminants, and then 9 of them, I believe, were like exceeding the limit, whatever, the limit for toxins in our water is. They were exceeding the limit. So, um, so yeah, that's what we're left drinking. But it's just so crazy because like water is the substance that keeps us alive. And it's something so simple that we can change. But I mean, I can't sit here and say like I knew all this information. I just became aware, a year ago. But um,
But no,
but yeah,
it's
not
incredible
many.
because you already have all this information still just within a year of you maintaining of you doing this as well.
Yeah, so I just want to like spread that awareness because it's something so simple, yet like majority of people don't know. I think 1% of the population knows. So, um, yeah, and we drink this every day.
So now, why the name? Why Kangen?
Some people say it different. Some people say I say kangen. Some people say kangen. But in Japanese, so this is a Japanese water ionizer, and in Japanese, kangen means return to origin. So that's what they're doing. They're returning this water to its original state. They're mimicking nature. This is really the closest thing you can, like, better. I
Okay.
mean, now that everything's polluted, this is like literally the best water you can drink.
Th-
Um,
Now, where is it? Where would you say? Well, not where you say we're compared. Obviously, it's superior to the bottle of the water, but compared to the other companies, like what is the difference with certain companies?
So this is so Enagic is the company, and then the ionizer I have is the K8, so for Kangen, and it's called Kangen water, and then 8 for the platinum and titanium plates. So it is the only medical grade water ionizer on the market. They actually, and then there's different. What makes it medical grade is the platinum and titanium coated plates. So obviously there are other ionizers on the market that are cheaper. It's one of those things you get where what you pay
Right.
for.
Right.
And
Exactly.
if you don't want to be drinking, so there's actually this guy, Dr. Michael, and this water like helped his daughter tremendously. So he really like took it as his life mission, and he started, and he actually had a bunch of ionizers before that weren't working. 'Cause they were leaking metals from the
Ooh.
plate. They were like having mold buildup. So yeah, this machine is medical grade. They have it in hospitals in Japan, and they're actually, I heard of some hospitals that are now using it, like in Colorado, to really help with like cancer
I was just
treatment.
about to ask, are they? Is it being used in any of the hospitals here in the United States?
Um,
Is it Colorado?
yeah, so I heard of Colorado that I could look into a little more, but they are like coming over now. Um,
So
I'm
this is just
starting.
like basically the head start of something that could be something big here. That could basically transform the way everybody in the United States drinks water.
Yeah, so even like the market growth, I mean, I read an article back in October and it was like the market growth was like 5% in 5 years. And now I just read it a few weeks ago and it went up to, I believe, like 8 or 9%. So I feel like it's like one of those things that people are becoming more aware of, and it's just going to be like the next like kitchen appliance.
Is it the next thing that's going to be basically in every home that's up to date at least?
Yeah, I believe so. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's just something, their motto is change your water, change your life. And really the more I learn about it, I'm like, that is pretty spot on, because it's also like a holistic approach with there's like 70 other daily uses to create for like a toxic free home. So
See, this is one thing that it really does touch home for me because I'm really big into the fact that this country pushes money into certain areas where it shouldn't really need certain amounts, and that money could be going towards things as simple as making sure every house has something like this to make sure that everyone's getting cancer-free water, that they don't have to worry about buying constant bottles of water. But unfortunately, that's something that is going to now take where the citizens here are going to have to take up on our own, where it's, I find, unfortunate. But at the same time, I feel like if it could be like the new revolutionary product in the house. Like this could be the next fridge or the next washing machine. The next thing that's literally going to be needed in every household, just because you want to make sure that you're getting the best quality of water and clean water. 100% clean water, because a lot of these filters out there say that they're filters, but in reality, they don't really work up to max capacity.
yeah. And also, there are so many points you made that I wanted to go off, but um, just to like, because I know in the beginning when I learned about it, that it does have a filter, but where the magic happens is in the plates. Because I didn't realize, I was like, oh, is it just like a filter? So it does filter the water. It gets out the chlorine, the sediment, the rust, the odor. And you can even buy additional filters, like some people who, if their quality of water is really bad, you can even like get an additional filter. But the magic really happens in the plates. So basically the plates have a negative and positive charge. Um, and so it splits the water molecule. So water is H2O, hydrogen, and oxygen. So it splits and restructures the water molecule. And so it splits into acidic. There's two like hoses. I can even like towards the end show you it in my kitchen. But there is an acidic hose and a alkaline hose. Um, so it splits the water
Now,
into
is didn't
acidic and alkaline.
I was made aware like this also could be something that be used for the plants as well. Like you can set the pH property to feeding your plants.
Yeah, so there's 7 different pHs, and then so one is 2.5, one is 6, and 6 pH is the same. So rainwater is a little acidic, and then it's also the same pH as your skin. So I've literally watered. If you guys check out my Instagram, I have some like before and after pictures. Like I
What is your Instagram if you want to just spell it out for them real quick?
Sure, it's Andrea with 3 A's, so ANDREAAA underscore Marie with 2 I's, MARIIE. Made it a while ago.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so it just, I don't know. I literally thought my plant was dead. I watered it. I think I went to my sister's. I came back home and it was like thriving in, I think, a 8-hour difference.
Wow.
And then there's also like I'm in this community, there's also a lot of people, so different types of plants, like different and like vegetables and crops, like different types of water, acidic or alkaline. So, there's a whole chart on what you should water certain plants with. But yeah, so there's that pH. Then there's the 2.5 produces, you can replace all your cleaning products because it produces hypochlorous acid. So it kills 99.9% of germs.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I save some of that in a bottle. It lasts for like up to 2 weeks if you save it in a dark space. And you just spray and it kills all. You can replace like Clorox. It's the same as bleach, just non-toxic.
That's pretty incredible. I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You,
I actually
you
just
sent me some information. You sent me a couple of podcasts and as well as some articles. And I was doing my research on it, and I think I must have skipped over that because I didn't realize that you could also do that as well with it.
Yeah, there's like 70 other daily uses. You can also, so that's a 2.5 kills germs. The 6, which I said this is for like the plants, and like I put it in a spray bottle and like spray on my face. It hydrates your skin since it's the same pH as your skin. Um, then there's 7, which is neutral, no charge. So if you have, a baby, you would like mix it with formula or yeah, it's just neutral water, just neutral clean water. Then there's the drinking water, which is the 8.5, the 9, and the 9.5. So that you can cook with. I was actually going to tell you because I see your tea in the background.
Yeah, my little Jocko white tea. Probably that's also some of the sweetest, naturally sweetest, good for your tea that I've ever had. Like other teas, you had to add a little lemon or add a little honey, but that stuff there, you just leave. It's perfectly fine. It's sweetened. I have a couple pictures of it in my fridge right now for the summertime.
Oh,
It's a good
neat.
summertime drink when it's cold.
I want to try some for sure.
Definitely look at the website, originmain.com, and then I believe I have the link in my bio on my Instagram. Just click there, and you can order there's 1,000 count, I believe, and then I have the 100 count box.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check that
That's
out.
lasted me a while. So,
Yeah.
but yes,
And
I'm sorry. Before you were saying that.
no, I was just thinking because I did an experiment with, so this gets a little more into the science too, but so like people don't, just to backtrack, people don't realize like when they're using, there's a lot of chlorine in our tap water. So if
Right.
you're cooking your vegetables with it, boiling pasta, rice, whatever it may be, that chlorine is like sinking that's getting into your food.
So
So yeah,
essentially, eating the chemicals.
yeah. And it just also extracts the flavors. So this is the point I wanted to make with the tea. So you can make tea without boiling it with Kangen water because the molecules are so small so I think I have an experiment on Instagram also. I can send it to you. So you like put a tea bag in, so right, usually need to boil water to make tea. So this you just put the 9.5 or the 8.5, the 9 or the 9.5 in, And since the water molecules are so small, it gets into the tea. And it's also like an experiment to show how it gets into your cells. And it just extracts the tea and it makes tea. It's crazy.
I definitely have to see that for myself, just because I'm really big into my tea, as you can see, and yeah, I definitely have to try that out.
Yeah, it's pretty. I know it's so cool because it's like, yes, like people understand it when you're talking about it, but when you like do these experiments, like when I got my machine, I always felt like a scientist, like doing all these experiments. But when you like actually see it in front of you, it's just like, whoa.
But you also see, like, it's something that you have to actually see and feel for yourself. Like, you can only talk about it and you can only describe everything so much, but the only way to truly get the appreciation for something like this is to get the hands on and to actually
Like,
see and to taste and to feel what it really is like to have the proper hydration.
definitely.
Now, have you ever heard of anything called a noon tablet?
I have not. What's
So
that?
yeah, so a noon tablet, it's a hydration tablet that you can add into your water. Now, one thing I was thinking was, I wonder how something like that, because it also gives you the natural amino acids and essential amino acids that you don't properly get from food, but you need to supplement yourself with. That's why it's essential amino acids. But I feel like if you combine that with the water, I feel like that it's can make a pretty like super hydration. Like basically what the tablet does, it gives you all the electrolytes and minerals needed for your body to be fully hydrated within one bottle of water. But I feel like if you combine the two of these, I feel like this is something that it could be. I want to say just like an overpowered hydration. Like I feel like that if someone drinks that, they can go on like a 20-mile hike, no problem.
Yeah, we how do you spell that?
Oh
Noon?
no, NUUN.
Oh, I'm gonna look into that because I wonder if it's so it's really like um
Yeah,
for the
yeah, it's actually I find to be uh especially I want last year I was outside a lot, and I would just have one of those bottles and I would down that. I would feel hydrated, but obviously I would still be pretty thirsty because of the amount of sweat I was losing. But I didn't cramp up. I would still feel, you know, good. My body didn't fatigue. I was naturally always feeling like I was hydrated, but I was just still, just thirsty because it's a hot day. But other than that, it was just another way. The closest I felt to fully hydrated, I want to say.
hmm. Yeah, I wonder if it's because like the magic in the water is when the molecular hydrogen is activated, so that's like H2. So I know they do make like H2 tablets.
Could be. I think I might have one on here. I'll show it to you when we're done over here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty but
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
I'll definitely look into it
definitely
because
take a look into that. And if you, I know Vitamin Shop. If there's a Vitamin Shop near you, definitely carries it. But you can also order it on Amazon. You can order a pack of them in a variety of flavors. Yeah, and also Noon ran with everything. I'm not a promoter or anything for them, but it's another company that I want to say that can really that expanded on what they started with. They just started with the hydration tablets, and they expanded on vitamins and nutrients. So people who have a hard time eating their greens or getting all their fruits and veggies in one day, they packed everything out into the little tablets where you break it down, you throw it into the water, it fully dissolves, then you drink it down, and that's your daily greens. But
hmm.
it's, and then they also have the caffeine one where it has a little bit of extra caffeine boost for the people who have caffeine problems. It's a very minimal dose of caffeine. It's less than a cup of coffee, but it's combining with that with the hydration effect of the Noon gives your body a little bit more of a natural energizing effect.
That's neat. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it. But I
Plus,
feel
it's
like
also really
all
good for
these,
hangovers, and that's another question I wanted to ask you. So, say you're on a night out of drinking, and would you say drinking a full bottle of I'm sorry, correct me again, can
I say Kangen, but
Kangen. So drinking a full bottle of the Kangen water, would you say that there were less side effects of a hangover the next day?
oh yeah, for sure. Um, so and also one of the other pHs is 11.5. So after the drinking water, there's 11.5, which like isn't like normal drinking water. Not normal, but like you're not supposed to drink that every day. So it's
Right.
just so you I've heard of people like there's like this community in this Facebook group and everyone like some people like talk about that. They're like, oh, I'm hungover. Like then it's like take a shot of like 11.5 or drink like a lot of Kangen like prior. Because obviously when you're hungover, your
So
body.
what exactly does the 11.5 do for the body?
Um, so it's just so it's very alkaline. So the alkaline, the pH scale goes from 0 to 14, 7 being neutral. So 0 to 7's acidic, and then 7 to 14 is alkaline. So the 11.5 is very alkaline. So if you drink, so that's like another part of the daily uses. So if you drink like a shot of 11.5, it'll just like really hydrate your body. So it's more just like a smaller dose, but like hydrating you a lot more. Or you can just drink like a lot of 9.5. But it also, you can drink it before bed and it releases melatonin in your brain. So it's just like a natural way to help you fall asleep if someone has problems sleeping.
Oh,
Um, and then another, not to get off that topic, but another use of it is it emulsifies oils. So this is like one of my favorite, besides drinking it, this is one of my favorite things to do, to wash like my fruits and vegetables with it. So like even if you buy organic, and they say there's no pesticides on it. So if you wash, I have to show you, I don't know if you've ever seen like my tomato video,
yeah, yeah. And it was very disturbing to see what actually comes out when it's fully cleaned. Like
right?
they say that it's, you eat it fresh and everything, but you don't realize that the tiniest little mites and the tiniest little flakes of pesticides are still on top of everything.
Yeah. So I mean, think about it. If you have like this huge farm, you're not going to be spraying pesticides or like every day. It needs to be like waterproof if it rains. So if you're washing it with regular tap water, it's not the pesticides aren't going to come off. So this 11.5 it emulsifies the oil. So, and then I also did an experiment with just like put like a little oil in a glass. You know how like oil and water don't mix. So this, when you put them together, it looks like all cloudy and it's like kind of like mixing because it's emulsifying the oil. So then with that, you can like use it like as laundry detergent, to clean stains. And
Really.
yeah,
There's really this thing can completely change your life if you what you're saying.
yeah, that's why when some people might be like, yeah, change your water, change your life. And I'm like, no, really, like it does.
Yeah, no, they truly do mean which it doesn't surprise me that it does come from Japan, because Japan is always I want to say living in the future, and they actually do want to take care of their people, and they actually want to do take care of people in general.
Mhm.
And when I say that, like, this is just it blows my mind how many like what you can do with this machine. That the fact that it hydrates you, it helps clean your house, it can really help like your garden. There's this thing really can change your life.
Yeah, I mean that's what like I love the excitement because that's how I felt. Like I was just first hooked on like, the water and getting
Oh
like
yeah,
the best
I
drinking
mean, like,
water.
I see what's in our water, and and I also see what's in our foods, and I see unless you really grow it yourself, which even the hose water from the house isn't necessarily the best water as well. Like, just being able to see the difference from a garden that's grown with your water and compared to a garden that's grown with regular water, it's like the actual pH. People don't realize how much it does matter, but when you feed that proper pH, it's incredible what the results are.
Definitely. And it's also like so interesting because I mean, like I try and eat. like a healthy diet. And I think as a society, we're pretty aware of like when we're eating good and when we're not eating good. And to be aware of that is great, but it's also like, I mean, it seems like you're pretty aware about like water, but it's like,
Absolutely.
what about water? Water is 70% of our body. So
Hmm.
if we're drinking acidic water, like that's great that we're eating healthy, but then our water that we're drinking is acidic and diseases thrive in an acidic environment.
And
So
especially if you're someone who is active, an athlete, always in the gym, just generally who sweats a lot, the water that you put into your body basically flushes already right out. So think of it this way: those chemicals are flushing through your body like that.
yeah,
So when you have that clean water flushing through your body, you don't have to really worry about it. But sometimes people don't also realize is that when they are sweating and they see yellows, especially if they're wearing white, if they're sweating and they see yellow stains everywhere when they're sweating, it's not necessarily your like body odor or anything you're laying down doing that, but that's the iron and the metals and coppers and everything else that's in the waters that's sweating through your body.
right. The toxin is coming out.
And combining that with the metals and the aluminum that's in your deodorant, that's where the real
Hmm.
um I want to say the yellowing and the real stain is the stain itch comes from. If that's proper English, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
it's
It all makes sense when you like talk it through and really think about it. Because at first you're just like, oh, yellow stain, but it's like, why is it yellow? Like,
yeah. Why is something? Why is water leaving my body yellow? Like
yeah,
why is it not just as clear as it's leaving me as it's as I'm putting it in?
right.
Something is off there as well.
Definitely. And then like you mentioned, like, training. And so like when you train, so you get um that lactic acid builds up um from like lift from oh
Working
sorry.
out, yeah,
Yeah, my cat's like, don't jump.
that's going crazy.
Um, so yeah, this helps like hydrate you. It helps flush that like lactic acid buildup. There's so many. I actually just went to I don't know if you're into golf, my boyfriend is, but Bryson DeChambeau drinks it, like Tiger Woods drinks it. Um, Conor McGregor, I think got like 6 machines, like crazy.
That doesn't surprise me.
Sorry. And yeah, I mean, it's just, but it's just neat because none of these people like really promote it. It's just like, um,
No, and then that's why I also had to have you on because I never, out of everything that's on your page, you didn't see anything with you physically being able to break down everything for somebody that's someone like myself who is wanting to get a little more information. Uh, and that's why I also wanted to really have you on here as well. So you have now a link that you could put into your bio as well to for anyone that has any questions to save you the time of really breaking it down. They can hop on here and watch this video and then get the full breakdown in detail and then more about the variety of what this machine does.
yeah, awesome. I'm excited you asked.
No, like I said, for me, it's this here is just like I enjoy the conversation, but I also enjoy learning more. And I, prior to my coworker introducing it to me, I had no idea about this. Like there was no real promotion coming across any of my social media. I don't really watch TV anymore. All I do is really listen to podcasts, and it's really about it. I don't really watch TV at all, unless it's the games on, like Yankee games on, or if the playoffs are on, or if the NFL is on. That's the only time I really like sports. That's the only time I'm really watching. Like
Mhm.
I can't really fathom everything. Like if my I'm one of those guys that well, one of those people that basically yeah, one of the guys that will sit down and watch something, and I'll have to book out like hours of my day because I don't want to stop watching. Like if it's something new to me, I'm gonna binge out the whole season. Like, I can't just stop because then it's be on my brain the whole day.
Yeah.
But this is just something that's also this this whole platform not only just to help you, but it's also to educate people who don't necessarily know uh, anything about what's going on with our water, and not only that, but what the benefits of this machine can truly do for somebody that's even living the average lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, it really can help anyone. And it's just like if you asked me this like 2 years ago, if I would be, like promoting something, like I really just wanted it for the health benefits. And then like I learned about like the business side and like what the company stands for. And it really just like aligns with like my beliefs and like, you know, they have like three truths: mental health, physical health, financial freedom, and just,
Oh, speaking
everything
of
about the
mental health,
product. And
this is what I wanted to ask you also. This this episode was actually supposed to be recorded and everything last night, and it's supposed to be out today, but I had an unfortunate serious migraine, and I'm one of the individuals that truly like suffer under a migraine. Like it's, I need to wrap my head in blankets and then put my head under a pillow, being somewhere cold because I'm going to profusely sweat, and then I'll have a vomit episode, and it's the worst time for me. So I couldn't even stay still for a couple of seconds to even sit down and have a conversation. You told me that there was a little benefit with the water with that. What exactly is it?
I know I felt so terrible. And then I'm like, oh my God, like you need some water. I wish I could get you some. Um, so I mean, I'm not like a doctor. I don't know like everything about migraines, but what I do know is testimonials and people talking about it. And I mean, I've looked up before because I have someone that I like loan the machine out to, and she has migraines also. Um, but yeah, people have just said, you know, again, everyone's body's different. So I've like read different things, but I've read people drinking it for a month, 2 or 3 months, and they either say their migraines have lessened or they're gone. And again, this isn't any health claims. I mean, everyone's body's different, but just from like what I read, all the testimonials and I mean, I can like share my screen with you another time and like show you all them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and really you can, that's with like any ailment you type into this group, people share their testimonials with the water and how it's helped them or their family member or someone they know. So like again, I don't know all the science about like migraines and like why they happen, but molecular hydrogen, so what we talked about a little before.
Mm-hmm.
So like that active molecular hydrogen, what makes the water living water, is the smallest molecule in the universe. And that's what, it's an antioxidant, and that's what makes that's like where what the magic is in the water. If you go to PubMed or like Google Scholar and you type in like molecular hydrogen, or the scientific name of the water is electrolyzed reduced water. So if you type that, like electrolyzed reduced water, cancer, diabetes, like high cholesterol, migraines, really any ailment or disease, it'll give you medical studies of like how molecular hydrogen helps helps to not heal, but that helps.
Recover the body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's trust me, if and most likely I do. For some reason, I've been starting to have like started late last year, but every like 2 months or so, I'll have one of these kick in just out of nowhere. And the second it does, I gotta lay down. I gotta go to sleep, because if I don't go to sleep, I'm gonna end up having an episode of throwing up and all that kind of fun stuff. But I'm interested in the next time that happens, to have that kind of water there, just so I can really attest to this all.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder, I mean, I'm sure there might be different things that contribute, but just having like a hydrated body, I'm sure can
Oh
help.
yeah, because me personally, I'm more, I want to say, uh, in I endorse the natural lifestyle more than anything,
Mhm.
like living natural off the the stuff that's basically already grown for us. One of the major products I push is also sea moss and elderberry infused sea moss.
Yeah, I eat it.
Yeah, and it's personally I've been on it now for I want to say a year and a little less than a year now. This August will make it a full year, and it's been a major game changer as far as my lifestyle and what I'm able to do. Like usually I'm out for the count with my workouts whenever I push too hard. But when ever since I've been on this CMOS, I've been able to bounce back a lot faster. Especially with the elderberry, my immune system has been at levels where it's never been. And I, growing up, I had the worst immune system. I was usually out of school or I was getting sick in school. And when I started taking this a lot more, I was finding that my body was starting to accept it as a real natural aid for not only just recovering my body, physical shit that I'm doing, but from the little guys and the little warfare, the germs and everything that's that's fighting as well. Like knowing that my immune system is going to be increased as well just by adding just a little bit of this elderberry sea moss. It's definitely uh, something that I wish more people would be on or would just take up or just do the time to do a little bit more research about it just because the one fact alone of getting your 92 of your 102 daily minerals needed for your body to fully function properly, I find it to be just that fact alone should be one that you should start at least putting some interest into it. And from there, it's just been a whole roller coaster of just loving this product, loving what it's doing for me, but also loving what it's doing for the people around me because everyone that's had it so far has seen nothing but positive results from it.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. Like, I mean, we're in a society that you go to the doctor and there's any pill for anything. So really to take a holistic approach and you
Yeah, I
know,
mean the pharmaceutical company is meant to keep you as a customer. I mean that's at the end of the day, there's no real money in a cure. If you need to be if you're a patient, you're a customer at the same time.
definitely. I I believe it. And I wonder, so because I know, like, let's talk about like antioxidants and berries because you mentioned like elderberry.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Let's talk about how amazing and slept on blackberry and raspberry and blueberries, strawberries, and everything else is all when it's fully cleaned off and properly uh you know taken care of.
yeah, so we know, yeah, like berries are the most like antioxidant potent like fruit. So you want to hear something crazy? So drinking 2 glasses of Kangen water is equivalent to eating 5 pounds of blueberries.
Really.
Yep.
How does that break down? Like that?
Yeah. So how you would measure that? So you measure and like the antioxidant, how antioxidant or oxidizing it is with something called an ORP meter. So that means oxidation reduction potential. So I like to explain it, like say you cut open an apple, right? So you cut open an apple, it hits the air, it's oxidizing, it turns brown, um, and it starts getting like dehydrated, right? So, um, and then like also it's like when we're born, we, come out of our mother's womb, we hit the air, we start aging. Like, you know,
Right.
all the pollutants in the air, the water we're drinking, the foods we're eating, we're aging every day. So that's why we need antioxidants to antioxidize, right? Like I always hear antioxidants, but once I like broke it down, I'm like, okay, like this all
Yeah,
makes sense.
now that makes full sense though. Like everything that you just said there, like that's brought it around and then it's wow. 5 pounds, you said?
Yeah, so then the ORP meter, so if the ORP meter, so it's I actually have one. So if it's a positive reading, so that means it's oxidizing your body. So like obviously soda, water, my tap water was positive 400. Okay, so now if it's a negative charge, that means it's antioxidizing. So if like green tea is negative 50, what like omega, like I have like a chart I should have pulled up. But so Kangen water is negative 6 to 900.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you were gonna say 16.
It doesn't even
Wow.
compare. It's
No, that's way off the that's way off the chart.
Yeah, because like I mean I've like told some people and I'm like they're like 5 pounds of blueberries and I'm like no like and then they're like okay how do you measure that though like seriously and I'm like with this ORP meter I can send you the video I have of like my tap water is like four I think even it was like
No,
450.
definitely send me all the links because I'll attach all the links into the description in this video so people can also see the actual side of this as well.
Yeah, and then so the Kangen water was like negative what was it like 5 I think 600 but
Now,
it could go up.
where can they find this? Like what website?
So there's a bunch of water demos in YouTube. I have, I can, I don't actually have I'm working on eventually making a website. But I can send you some links that you
Okay.
can add. Oh, and then also like to go, I had to bring this up because it like irks me.
Oh yes, please. That's also that's one of that's one of the last questions I had over here as well. So my coworker had also brought up something about Essentia not being the exactly what it's supposed to be. Like it doesn't promote exactly everything that it says.
Yeah, so I mean, I've just like done so much research and stuff. So like I truly feel like bottled water companies, they don't sell water, like they're selling plastic. Like you're I don't know.
I mean, at
That's
the end
just
of it,
my
that's what it is. It's
opinion.
telling you the name of the brand.
Right. And it's like such marketing because like so I bought this for like some water demos I was doing. So this says right like 9.5 pH. Like everyone, so many people buy Essentia. Like how much is this little bottle? Like
Yeah,
$3.
my gym sells it as well.
Yeah. And I mean,
Between that
now I'm
and
just like, no, don't drink it. It's fake. But so, right, you turn it around. So it's purified water by reverse osmosis. So reverse osmosis is like it's better to drink, in my opinion, just filtered water because reverse osmosis, now you're taking out not only the bad minerals, the good minerals too, like magnesium, sodium. Now my mind's blank, but you're taking out all the good minerals in the water too. And then your so basically, okay, so reverse osmosis, they're taking out all the good and bad minerals. Then they're adding sodium bicarbonate, which is basically baking soda, and that raises the pH. So they're basically adding the baking soda, they're filtering the water, taking out everything out. They're raising the pH with the scientific name sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. So now it's 9.5 pH. Now they're chemically adding back in. What are they chemically adding back in? Magnesium, sulfate, and calcium chloride chemically. So the Kangen machine does everything naturally, right? So this is a chemical change, and then the Kangen water is a natural change through electrolysis, electricity. So like this, if you do the ORP reading on this, it'll be positive. So it's still oxidizing your body because you can't bottle real alkaline water. That's why the machine hooks up to your faucet because the electric charge after like 2 to 3 days will just neutralize. So you can't
Okay.
really bottle alkaline water. Sorry, I just got really
No.
because
I'm
I
saying
just I like
wow.
see people
I'm
drink.
very like that's Yeah, it's you can't bottled alcohol. So when a label, especially like when someone says it's alkaline water, it's obviously already false, right?
So, I mean, the FDA says anything higher than a 7.0 is alkaline. So they're not like really lying, but
It's not true
like,
alkaline.
right. So we say Kangen water is alkalized rather than alkaline. I mean, it's just a different terminology.
And it
Um,
makes sense though. It does make
but
sense.
yeah, so now when I see people drinking this all the time, I'm like, no, don't spend your money on that.
So if someone's interested in purchasing one of the machines or getting invested in with it, how can they go amongst this?
How can they go about the process?
Yeah,
So Enagic is a member of the um, Direct Selling Association. So they really like to give, they don't like they don't use money on like marketing or anything. They really like to give the power to like the individual to really like promote their product by just like word of mouth. So
of course.
it's by independent distributors. So
So they can
yeah, just
contact
reach
you.
out. Yeah,
All right.
I can put
Contact you via Instagram, which one more time in case someone missed it before. What is your Instagram and or also via email? What is the email that someone could reach out to you as well?
so my Instagram is Andrea with 3 A's, so ANDREAAA underscore Marie MARIIE with 2 I's. And then my email is andrea.kangenwater@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I basically I got all my questions here answered. Is there anything else you want to add in real quick?
Um, no, I think
Good.
covered a general basis.
Yeah. And you're always welcome to come back on again if there's something you want to talk about, and then maybe I can have you back on and actually do like a live demonstration to show exactly what it does.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it'd be neat to like do a little water demo with like the ORP meter and the pH and all that good stuff so
Yeah,
people
yeah.
can see.
Excuse me. Yeah, just definitely let me know on we'll be in touch as far as like what day will that be is what day that will be.
Okay.
Won't be as long as this episode is now, but basically I just want to have a little bit of like of a showing here just so they can actually physically see what the difference is. Obviously, I'm going to attach the links in the description so they can go to, watch these videos there. But at the same time, I want to make sure that they can actually go to this channel as well and see everything.
Awesome.
All
Sounds
right.
good to me.
Well, I appreciate you for coming on. I appreciate your time. I appreciate all the info also, and I'm gonna be looking forward to to seeing this all truly happen.
Same. And I appreciate you asking me and getting me to come out of my comfort zone.
And it's not very much of a large audience, but it's definitely people who are interested in not only hearing my voice, but the people who I have on because I truly have on people from every Bush background and this just might be something that someone is looking for. They're looking to change up a whole like tech lifestyle. And I definitely see your machine being something that can completely change up not only somebody else's life but lives, like multiple lives at the same time.
Right. I mean, I think we're both doing, the same thing. You find something that you love and you're passionate about and you just want to spread the good word.
Exactly. So I'm gonna edit all this stuff and I'll send it over tomorrow so you can attach this link to your description as well. But one final time, your Instagram and anywhere else that they can reach you at.
So my Instagram is Andrea with 3 A's, ANDREAAA underscore Marie with 2 I's, MARIIE. And then my email is andrea.kangenwater@gmail.com.
All right. And also shout out to Kim for helping us out as far as
Yeah,
like linking
yeah,
us. She definitely deserves a little bit of credit here as well.
for sure.
But yeah, I appreciate your time.
Same. All right.
Alright guys, so can't thank you guys enough for watching the video. Can't thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below, as well as like the video. It definitely does help out the channel, but as well as, it's free. Come on, just click real quick. But as well, no Jocko plug, I didn't forget about it. So, you saw me drink a certain drink throughout my podcast, and that is my Jocko Grill right here. So right before I actually started recording, I had cracked this bad boy open and finished it all by the time I was done. And definitely, I'm about to go to bed. That's how amazing it is. That I got enough energy to just be able to get through the conversation, just be able to keep my brain going as well as the conversation. Now I can definitely go get some rest. No jitters, no nothing. So it definitely helps out with the mental cognitive enhancement and being able to properly execute your vocal commands. And we talked a little bit about the tea in the background. So yes, I actually do have a couple of pictures of the tea brewed already up in my fridge upstairs. Perfect summertime drink. I put a little bit over ice, and I'm sitting outside just enjoying a nice hot summer day with a little bit of the Jocko white tea. Or in the wintertime when it's hot out, just coming in from a cold day, and basically just sit down, get a nice hot cup of tea from Jocko, and basically it's been the only tea I drink now. Have drank or drink. No, I don't speak proper English. Basically, it's the only tea I drink now, and has been the only tea I drink for the past 6 months, and definitely recommend it for everybody and anybody. And as well as, of course, you already know the Jocko Milk Protein. You already know where I'm going to say that it's already the best protein on the market because it's got the 2 key ingredients for your body to fully digest things properly, which is probiotics and digestive enzymes, which that will aid in protein. See, I want to say synthesis after protein, but my brain just doesn't allow me. So basically, take it after your workout, and your body will slowly start breaking it down. The essential amino acids already packed in with Jocko Milk, along with the probiotics and along with the digestive enzymes. It's all going to be amazing stuff for your body while it's all broken down. And 10 out of 10 product. Cannot not recommend it. Thank you guys again for watching the video, and don't forget to use my code Welsh10 for 10% off your order. And don't forget also to get your Jocko Go.